Yes, we are officially live.
Hello! I'm so
Here we
excited.
go. Hello, everyone. I don't know if
Hello,
you're going to be
everyone.
able to see on the side. People will pop up hopefully in a few seconds, but
I
you
may
know,
not on this, on like the way I have it, I may
yeah.
not be able to, but it's okay. If there's any questions, I can just have Abby read them out to me.
Yes, I will. I will definitely do that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live with the
Yes.
beautiful Bisma.
Thank
And
you.
we have lots of exciting news to be sharing with you.
Very
And
excited.
I just wanted to get oh, there we go. Hi, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy. She was
Hello.
telling me, she was like, I really want to be present in this for you. And I was like, okay, I'm so excited because I love her.
We've
Wait a
got
second.
Laura Lee, Lorene,
There we go.
Teresa.
Okay, I have it up.
Okay, good. You
Ooh.
can see Sharon. Yay. Okay, we're getting here.
Hi, Sharon. Oh my God, I love Sharon.
I love you guys. We love it's the Love Fest
It
time.
is the Love Fest. I'm so excited.
Um, so today it is going to be all about Bisma sharing her big news.
Yes.
And so I wanted you to go ahead, give you the floor and just give us the lowdown. We've been kind of hinting around, or people been watching you, but I was just super excited and wanted to hear all about your new adventure.
I know. We've been teasing this for some time now. And I feel like it's one of those things that, like, if you know me and you've, like, gotten to know me, I'm a very passionate person. And
There.
so this baby of mine is like a combination of my three passions coming together under one umbrella. And we're marrying the three. And I think it is so special and it's so wonderful to be able to do something that I'm so deeply in love with and I like think about all the time. And I think it's amazing to like finally make it like an actual thing. So I think that's really cool. And I think it's really exciting for me because now, I mean, I've always felt like, especially being an esthetician, I never really felt like work was work because
Yeah.
I just really love what I do. But now, especially with this business of mine, with this like baby, essentially, it really feels like I'm not working because I just love
Yeah.
every facet of it.
Like you want to every day wake up and you're excited
I
to.
really do. I really feel that way. And I'm just like, oh my God, it gets me excited and pumped. And obviously there's like some like weird days, like everyone has those. But I think for the most part, it really is such a big blessing. And I'm like so grateful to God. I'm so grateful for this incredible community that has, really helped cultivate this passion even deeper than I ever thought it would be. So it's pretty spectacular to see that come to life. So
And it's so funny because I remember when I launched my first website, I really felt like I birthed a baby.
really, truly. And
Because
it's
you
so
put
funny
so
because
much of your,
everyone's telling me that. Everyone's like, Bisma, this is your first child. And I'm like, yes, it is.
it's like
Absolutely. This
truly,
is,
yeah, it feels like so. Anyway, didn't mean to interrupt, but
no,
that's
it's fine. This is an open discussion.
all of that hard work comes off, and it just shows in your beautiful, shining personality. But I just like, well, no, seriously, I can't. I've seen the teasers. Um, I've seen a little sneak peek, everybody, and
Mhm.
it's like, spectacular,
You're
just
like,
like you would
I
expect
know.
from Bisma. So, okay, so go ahead. Sorry, I just had to.
You're fine. This is an open discussion, babe. Like, I am so excited. I'm so honored to be sharing officially my beautiful baby, my business, which is essentially, something very epic and spectacular. Her name is Aqueous.
Yeah.
And that is what has been my passion project and something I've dreamt up for years and years. It's me and my husband. Like, he's kind of a genius creative mastermind behind it as well. So I'm not going to take like 150% credit because my husband definitely has a huge hand in this business and everything that we do together. And it really does come from a place of love and passion, not only just between us as, like he's my best friend and like he's, obviously the man I married, but it's also things that we're both genuinely very passionate about. So he gives his very blunt and honest opinions through all of this. And I think it's incredible to hear that because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm very soft and he's very like like, let's make sure this is actually good before we bring it on. So I think it's amazing that to have someone like that as like my sounding reason.
Yeah.
But
Somebody like that. Yeah.
absolutely, because I'm too free sometimes. And so I'm like, oh yeah, I think it's fine. And he's just like, no, babe, this sucks. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, good point. But Aqueous is essentially, it's combining my three passions of candles, and especially niche candles, skincare, which you guys already kind of know me. Like, that's what I'm kind of known for, is obviously skincare and biologique recherche, and combining niche perfumes. And so that is me and Abby's like thing, right? Our lives have always been perfumes and skincare. And so now I'm kind of combining these three epic niche, particularly focused on niche, the niche realm of each of these, and cultivating and curating things that truly are exceptional to enhance your self-love ritual. It's kind of what we say at Aqueous. It really is like this is what I do in my day-to-day. Honestly, I've done this for years, and I was just like, honestly, like, and whenever I talk to any of my patients, this is kind of how I've painted it. And it really truly has not only cultivated and brought forth the most incredible results in their skin, but also their mind and body, like their mind, body, and soul come together.
It's all intertwined. And
exactly.
And that's like, because we started on the skincare journey, but we shifted immediately to, well, both, but like literally it was like, oh, we have that passion and that, like, ooh, you get it, and I do think that it shines through, and I love the 3 tenets. And the candle thing you've gotten me into.
Yes.
I liked it before, but then you've taken it to the next level.
I think that's what makes this so fun, is because it really is like, but when I say niche, and I think sometimes people get intimidated by the word niche because they immediately think niche equals expensive. But actually, really, truly, niche just means that you're specialized in that particular arena. So you're not really like delving into other like particular things. Like, for example, like Dior perfumes, those are more designer, but niche is like niche only specialize in like candles. They only specialize in perfumes. They only specialize in skincare. So I only carry brands that specialize in that particular category that they are in. So, and I'm really particular about what I bring on. So I vet everything. Like, I vet everything, and it's either I've been using it for years, or like I like literally will invest in the entire range, and I make sure it's like 150%. Like, this is going to deliver results. So I really want to
know that she has really curated down to the best of the best, like I would say.
And I literally have conversations with Abby too. I'm like, should I bring on this range? I don't know how I feel. And like, it's because like, we'll love 1 or 2 things, or like 4 things. And it's just like, well, what about like the rest of the line? Like, and it's just like one of those things that I just don't want to bring on something that I can't like stand by 150%. And it's just like, this really, I'm delivering quality. It's not just to sell for the sake of selling. I want to deliver the most incredible results and the most incredible at-home experience, because most of my patients and most of my, loyal patients that are like, who we've kind of become a team. I'm like part of their skin team. Right. And most of them don't live near me. Yeah. So it really is like when they're at home and you get this aqueous experience at home, I want to make sure that you are getting something that I've, loved forever. And it's just epic.
Like, and I can tell you guys, we literally like, you're only gonna have things that you absolutely are passionate about, that you love. Like, and it's true. Like, if there's only one perfume that you like from a line, like that was one thing, because we were kind of talking, and I think that's going to be what's really special, is that you've done a lot of the work. You'll still have lots of offerings for everyone, something for everyone, but it's going to be, you've gone through and done the real research, and
we've put in the hard work for it.
yes.
we're like going in, our noses are like, oh my God, or like our skin's like, oh my God. And like, I think I'm even stricter. I say this all the time, but you know, we have 3 different sections in the business, but you know, there's the scent side and then there's the skin side. And so skin and scent coming together under one, but the scent side of the business is where we have fun. You know, there's no rules, there's no limitations. Like there's no one telling you you can't have 5 million perfumes and 5 million candles. No one's telling you that. Okay. You can have fun. You can come and see our collection.
Here.
Come and see our collection. Like you can buy whatever you want, but I'm not going to stop you because there's no like definition on what scent you can wear. There's no definition on what candle you can burn. You burn whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Yeah. But skin is where things get very, very serious. And that's when I'm kind of a stickler. And so I'm very particular with my approach. I'm very particular with my recommendations, and I'm very particular with what I carry. So that's why, like, you know, people will see, especially with Aqueous, and even I'm kind of figuring it out now too, but you know, candles and perfumes, I'm growing a little bit, like I'm adding to our collection a little bit quicker relative to our skincare. Like my skincare offerings so far are still Biologique Recherche and Deviant Skincare. Yeah. And obviously Biologique, you guys know this, obviously with Abby too, we are diehard lovers. And that is really like, you know, she's epic. I love her. And there's nothing that really ever holds a candle to how incredible it works. But that and Deviant Skincare, I think, are 2 fantastic lines. And I'm very honored to carry both of them. But, you know, as I'm testing and trying other ranges, I'm like, I just don't love all of it. And I have people testing and trying them because I know not everything works for me. Right. But, you know, it's just like, if it doesn't make me go like, holy crap, wow. I'm like, I'm not going to bring it on. Like, it's just, if it doesn't impress me, it doesn't impress me. And I'm not going to, but you know, that's the beauty of it. Is like, I don't want to carry everything. And I think that's what I want to make very clear is that Aqueous is not just about selling these luxuries. It's not about like selling product for the sake of selling. It really is about cultivating the self-love ritual and making sure that you're happy and that when you get these, it feels like you're getting this epic treat and you feel like, you know, oh my God, I know exactly what to do with it. I know what I'm going to do with it. This is so exciting. And it's like a celebratory moment. And that's
I have one quick thing to read to you. I don't know if you can see it, but it's so true. But it says from Megan Burke, she was like, she met Bisma through me, and that you're excited for Bisma because you can truly feel her love in every interaction and package that she has sent me. And it's so true because anything you receive, you're going to feel Bisma's little special touch. And I think that it's so true. So anyways, just thought that was.
Thank you. I'm a very detail-oriented person. I know Megan is too. I'm a very detail-oriented person. So for me, the details do matter. Yeah. And I feel like if it matters to me, then I know for sure it will matter to, I mean, some people won't even pay attention to it, but it matters to me. This is my baby. So I'm going to make sure it's 150%. You love it. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited to bring on like things that I love and I really feel like are revolutionary. And I also like really am big about, especially with Aqueous, I'm really big about empowering and supporting other women in business and other people in business. I think that I really don't plan on carrying everything. And if, you know, one of my really good friends in business is carrying something that I don't ever plan on carrying, but I love this one product from them, I'm going to refer my patient out to go get it from them. Because I really don't see people as competition. I feel like if we work together, you only grow together. It's kind of like one of my favorite analogies in life is kind of like a beautiful garden that you see. And in the garden, the sun shines and hits every single flower. And every flower is going to grow at different rates, but we're all growing together. And that does not take away from each flower's beauty because every flower is unique and beautiful. But if the sun can shine and hit on every single flower and every single flower can grow and they grow together and they're each beautiful in their own way, then why can't we do that as business owners, as business, like as women in business, as people in business? I feel like there should be no room for competition. That's literally what we stand for at Aqueous, is that I don't want anything hateful, nothing negative, nothing mean. And like, obviously we're going to be protective. I think every person in business is going to be protective of their creativity and what they've, you know, created. And this is their baby. Right. But I feel like when you empower and like lend a hand and work together, it only makes you grow even higher. That's compared to pitting 2 people against each other, because we don't want that energy, girl. We want.
I was like, you and I are both like, not. we're the positive.
Positive Polly's here.
Yeah. Anytime somebody says something hurtful, I'm like, oh,
We're like, don't say that to us.
We're like, we're Cancers, everybody.
We're literally, our birthdays are one day apart. So like,
yeah. But I laugh because I was like, you gotta get a thicker skin. I was like, I don't know if I can.
You're like, I'm too sensitive.
But
it's really exciting. I'm really, really excited to share this and a bit about the name. I guess I should touch on the name. Obviously, if you guys have been following me on Instagram, I share little tidbits, but I feel like here, just so everything is here, I feel like I should talk about the name and talk about kind of delve in a little bit about what's happening with launch. And we're launching on Friday, September 2nd, which is really exciting. And the 2s are very significant for Aqueous because Aqueous there's been a lot of 2s with the business, and like 2s are everywhere. So it feels right to only launch on September 2nd, 2022. The 2s are right. Yeah. So the 2s are, I'm like, the 2s are right here. So it is very exciting. Friday is a beautiful and blessed day, especially with Muslims too, and me being Muslim. It's like amazing because Friday is like a holy day, and it's like, one of those days that it's just like, it makes you feel happy. And it's Labor Day weekend, so it's like, why not celebrate and launch this beautiful baby on, such a great day. I know, it feels great.
It's gonna be perfect.
I'm really excited. And I think that, Aqueous really, what Aqueous is we're combining it. It has a chemical significance because in chemistry and in science, it means that it's a solution that contains water, or where the base of it is primarily water. And I've kind of taken that both in a literal and figurative sense and married it over, kind of thinking about it artistically too, is that we as human beings are primarily water, and we're made up of primarily water. The world is made up of primarily water. So we're going to channel that beautiful energy that water gives us and take that into all 3 of the tenets that we have, because we're combining medical aesthetics with, artistic fluid art, which is, through skincare, candles, and perfume. All of these are water-based. And so we are Aqueous, and that's what makes up Aqueous. And then our mantra is your fluid evolution. Which I think is so powerful. And this was actually both the name and our mantra was created and brilliantly masterminded by my husband. So we give credit to him and his,
Is he gonna pop in so we can give him?
He's not. He went back to work.
I got to see him glimpse. I was like, I know you, even though
you're like, hey.
That is so sweet.
I know. And I think when he said that too, I was just like, oh my God, that's perfect, because that's exactly what we're all about. Is we're constantly wanting your fluid evolution, our fluid evolution, how we're constantly evolving. And just like the waves of the ocean and just like water, we're constantly changing, we're shape shifting and changing in every element in every season of our life. And that's what fluid evolution is that we're here at Aqueous. We're here to help you, take your fluid evolution to the next level, where you're constantly changing. We want to see you improve in all realms of your life, whether that's mind, body, soul, and make sure that you feel your 150% every single day. And
I'm feeling it today, lady.
You're like, oh,
she's on fire. I'm
really
like, yes. I'm not kidding. You guys, I hope you guys are feeling that energy as well. It's coming through the screen.
You're like, you feel it?
I literally can.
I know. I'm really excited. I mean, it really makes me feel like it literally ignites a flame in me, I feel like. And it just, I mean, it's so funny because this is not just, one of my, our photographer and videographer, as I was talking to them about the concept, they were like, Bisma, this isn't just, something that you're doing. It's not just a mantra, it's a lifestyle. And I was like, you're right, it is a lifestyle. Yes. Because it really is something that you do on a day-to-day, and especially us busy women and busy people, we're constantly on the go. And I honestly think a lot about single moms and moms who are really stretched thin, or women who are stretched thin, and men who are stretched thin and don't have that much time to give to themselves. We barely even have time to think about what skincare routine am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do? Oh, I have to also think about anti-aging here on top of everything else that I'm doing. And so, with my consult, like, and we've talked about this too, especially in the past, like most of my career, like a lot of my career, I've been so driven on consultation. I think that's what makes Aqueous so special, because we take the thinking out of your self-love ritual and we kind of just tell you what to do and you just get to do it and you have fun with it. And I think if you don't, sometimes it's that thinking that prevents you from even being present in your day-to-day life. And I think that's where Aqueous kind of steps in and allows us to take over, and all you have to do is perform.
You don't have to think about because both of us, or I've always loved skincare regimen, but it was the care element of it. This was like from a young age, but I think that was, how some people are like, oof, that seems like a chore to them. And I feel like that you're going to shift that and help them create that little, like you said, I find it to be the way to end the day. That's like my little own personal time. And especially with people who are stretched thin, it's like, yeah, but this is your little, it's not a chore. It's like, this is your me time. And you can really just doesn't have to be long. You can make it long if you want.
Absolutely. You can make it an hour.
But I think you're doing you're really teaching people how important that is.
Absolutely. And I think that's what makes, I honestly feel like us, like normal human beings, we're the future. And if we're all, especially women who are the people who are raising the future, essentially, like if we're not 150% there, like, then who else is, and it's just like, if we work together to be the best us, then that little step is just going to make the world even better. And I think that in and of itself is very powerful. And, even if you just have 2 minutes, I think everyone can take out 1 to 2 minutes. And I say this, like, I don't have to make this a super complicated routine. It's not about making it complicated. I can make it complicated. If you want complicated, I'll give you complicated, baby. But if you want something simple, like, babe, I just delivered a baby. My baby's taking over my life. I don't have time. We can take out just 2 minutes. And in that 2 minutes, we can do an epic skincare routine, light a very quick candle. It takes 1 second to light a candle. Light that candle, put on your skincare routine, and real quick, and then you're done. Okay. But then you feel better. Like, it's like that little moment. If you're not 100%, then no one else is going to get your 100%. No one else is going to feel that energy from you, because you live this life for yourself. This life is lived for you. And at the end of the day, when you're on, like, this is going to be very morbid, but when you're on your deathbed, you're going to look back, and I want everyone to be like, I lived my life with so much purpose and with so much love for myself, because we've only been given one body. We've only been given one mind, one soul. And so we have to, like, honor and respect ourselves. And I think that at Aqueous, every single element of this is so powerful as part of that process, because it's not just having a great skincare routine. It's not just, wearing a luxurious perfume or lighting this bougie candle. It's about every step and how intentional it is. And I think we forget in the rush of life, we forget to be intentional and present.
Yeah. Totally.
So it's really exciting. And I think, bringing forth the best you, bringing forth the best me, so I can be the best to you guys, but also, like, bringing forth the best you, because then it's this epic partnership forever. And I think that's what makes it special. And I was even telling Abby that, like, consultations, most everyone knows this, is that, skincare consultations has been my thing, and that's going to remain. We're just making it sexier now. Now on the website, like, all inquiries are going to be through my website, and we have a sexy, I'm very medical with my approach, and that stands to this day. We're medical aesthetics 150%, but our intake form is sexier. The way we do it is sexier. It's a lot more organized, which is very exciting. And I'm really emphasizing, this relationship, because I'm not here to just be like, it was great meeting you. All right, talk to you never. That's not how we work. And this. Like, I have a constant, I think everyone can kind of say this, is that I'm in constant communication with all my patients.
I always feel like people can never get rid of me. I'm like, don't,
They better not.
I got that, but and I think I love the little sexy element of that, of how you're taking it to the next level of consultation. Because many of you've worked with her, and like I always said, she's a little gem. Like, you have that heartfelt, you're gonna feel, you can feel the energy right there, but that's what I feel is like so extra special. That's gonna make this like, ooh,
I know it makes me so.
I'm like, I want to do a consult with you.
You're like, let me do this again. But I'm really excited because I think that I really do want to make this, and this is a constant. I'm not saying I've perfected it. I don't think I've perfected it. I think it's, very good for right now. And I think I'm constantly on the hunt to make this better, to learn how to make it better, and constantly work on improving this beautiful concept. But, we're carrying this consultation theme over to candles and perfumes. I think that's something that's very lacking in both of those industries. Is, we are so prone to blind buying. I know me and Abby, we blind buy all the time.
Yeah, we're pretty much the worst. Well, not the worst, but like at least we consult with each other.
We
though.
do.
And I think
We're like, should we? And it's like, yes.
Yeah, like that's what I feel like. You taking the moment to get to know somebody within the consultation and kind of reading through the lines and then being able to give some options, I think is huge, because I think people are so overwhelmed. And I know I get questions all the time, like, I like this and that. Would you recommend,
and you're like, I don't know. You might like it. You might not, because it's so subjective.
Right.
It is so subjective. And I think what I've learned in like our years of being in the fragrance world and, figuring that out is that like me and you have primarily had to do so much of the research independently and just like figuring out like, okay, I think it might smell like that.
Right.
I've just like, I feel like I wish I had someone to truly describe, like allow me to picture it in my head, or at least somewhat conceptualize it. So that when I do have that blind buy moment, I don't want to buy a sample, because obviously on Aqueous, we will be offering little sample sizes of perfume. So it's not just going to be only full size. You can, of course, spend the $5 and just get the baby to make sure 150% that you love it. So I can make the recommendations. You can buy the baby sizes, go home and try it out. And if you love it, then you can buy the full size. But for the person who doesn't even want to deal with it, I've had many patients that are like, Bisma, I really just want something that gives me a little bit of an oomph,
Yes.
And that feeling sometimes it's just like, I don't want to go and smell. I don't have time to go to the mall to go and smell. Can you just pick for me? And I think that I think it just kind of not only makes the experience more fun, especially with fragrance, but it makes you know that you're, getting something that you will love when you get it to your door. And I think that's what makes this experience so much more fun, is that every element is highly customized and hyper tailored to you. And I'm thinking of you in mind, especially when I'm doing each of these. And it's not like you have to only get a skincare consultation to get, a candle or perfume consult. No, you can also just have solely like a fragrance consultation that will be its its own little arena, which is very fun. And I feel
this is my dream come true, guys.
So I'm excited because, we're creating this epic, consultation driven business where, consultations are highly recommended, but you of course don't have to. If you feel ballsy, go blind buy, sweetheart. Like, absolutely. But like, and that's welcome. But we also have the consultation option to make sure you get, what you love at home, and every single purchase is, delivered to you with excitement and with pure joy.
And I think one thing that you touched on, or I think, is like oftentimes with fragrance, it's about the feeling. And I think oftentimes people, we can talk about perfume notes, this and that, but those sort of, you can have two perfumes with the same notes and they can be completely different, but it is the way, like, I use fragrance to lift me up or give me a hug or, those kind of things. And so I feel like that's an important element with the consultations. Like you said, just for like with us, we'll be like, we want a sexy bee today or whatever.
It's like, we feel like being sexy as hell today. What should we wear? And
boss babe lady. I don't know.
I want a boss babe set. What's my boss babe set? And I think that, you're 100% correct, because fragrance is so correlated to our memories, to our feelings, to our mood, to the ambiance we're trying to portray, to our confidence, that we want to make sure that, you know, our collection is channeling each of those moods. And like sometimes we're just like free willy-nilly, we can order whatever we want because we're enthusiasts, but not everyone's like that. And so really truly I'm really trying to offer like things that are like on multitudes of price points, like from like
different,
yes, and then different strengths and different, you know, combinations, but I want to make sure that it's quality. I think that's the most important thing. It's not like about just having like a beast mode candle or a beast mode perfume. It's just more about like, you know, the quality is there and it's something for everyone. We're not exclusive here, baby. We want it to be something for everyone.
I love this. I'm so excited. Are you guys, I mean, I don't know if you can feel it, but
I've
got that. I've got
I'm
that.
like this. I'm like, this is my baby. I'm so excited.
I cannot wait till Friday. This is
I'm really excited, and this website is going to be very, very, very fun. And I really want the website to be like where you can go on and like, it's an educational thing too. And I really have worked hard.
Yes.
Really hard. I have worked really hard in making sure the descriptions of each product are like there, and like, you know, for the moments where you don't really feel like talking to someone, like if you don't feel like having a consultation, you know, you can at least go on and make a sound judgment. Because I think that I know when I go online and I'm like looking at candle notes, I have the hardest time being like, I don't even know how this is gonna perform, bro. Like, what is this gonna do? Is this what is? I know it has some floral notes in here. It's got woody, but what does it smell like? Like, what does it burn like? Right. And, you know, same with skincare too. And obviously Biologique is so subjective. And the way where I'm running Biologique is we're still not going to be able to purchase online. Like there's no purchase online option. But the way, what you could do is like, say you want to buy a perfume and a candle and you are like, oh, I need to re-up on my late EV. On the comments, you can just be like, hey, can you put in a late EV and I'll update your invoice. But, you know, at least you can go on and like read about late EV while you're, you know, thinking about it, or like be able to understand exactly what it is. Because, you know, we're the specialists. This is a very prescription based line, and I feel like that's what makes it so fun, because I get to choose for you, and I'm the like specialist in it. But at least you can go on as us geeks and lovers of skincare. At least you can go on and read about it. Like, what is it doing? What are these ingredients doing for me? And I think that's what makes it so fun, is that, you know, I'm marrying, you know, making sure you're educated in your skincare and your ritual, making sure you stay educated, you know exactly why you're using egg glyca, you know, but you're also, you don't have to worry because I've handled it for you. Like, it's just, I got you.
And I also think that as a fellow, you know, longtime BR user, it's really overwhelming when you first get in there. And then I think, again, this is consistency, which we've talked about. You know, this is your ritual. And Bisma's really good at teaching you that importance. And like, you know, like someone was saying, you know, how you jump around, oh, this is going to be good. Just kind of having trust that the expert knows what she's talking about, and then sticking with it. And just as anything in life, it's not miracle overnight. Like, you got to, like, it's just like work, and you know, it's a journey. And I feel like that's, I mean, totally effective, but I'm just saying, I feel like that's when someone's like, I'm not going to jump. It's like, yes, when you're committed to this. And Bisma's really great about cultivating that for you and figuring out what's going to work for you and your lifestyle, not just like, here's your 6 things you should, you know,
and off you go.
Yeah.
I don't do that. And I really don't, I really like say this, and it's like, if you really want to have a consultation and relationship with me, I'm very selective with even who like I continue to have a relationship with, because obviously my time and energy is very precious. And I've learned that through my career too, is that, and I'm not going to be for everyone. And I think that is a reality, is that I'm just not going to be for everyone. And that's okay, because there's millions over there, great estheticians, and you'll find who fits your vibe. Okay. But for me, it's like really, truly, it's so important to me to have a consistent relationship, have constant communication between the two of us, and making sure that I'm getting you the results that you seek. Because it's not just about, oh, you've spent money and you've bought $1,000 worth of product. Great. Okay, bye. I got your money.
Yeah.
Bye. Peace out. I really am not like that. And I really find that it's so messed up when people do that. But really, it's about making sure you're using things that are going to be sound for your skin, sound for your ritual, and that you love every aspect of it. And I think I love when my patients message me and send me their progress pictures and they're like, oh my God, I feel like I've never seen my skin look like this before. And I didn't know that I even have this potential. And to me, that's what brings me purpose. That's what brings me joy. It's like, oh, yes. Like, and that's, and it's not going to be like, all biologique. I'm so hyper customized. And I think the epic thing about Aqueous is that I am partnering with other great skincare retailers that carry incredible products that, we can mix and match. So like me and Frisco Beauty, we're very, we work with each other. And so with me and Christine and what she carries, we're picking and choosing some great things. And, some people want to use retinol to hide. And so I'm like, okay, if that's what you want to use, great. We can find a way to make it work for you. And I think that's what makes this so hyper tailored and so hyper customized, is that I'm really not just, throwing out, oh, you'll love this perfume. Oh, you'll love this candle. It's really thinking about you and how you will enjoy this from start to finish and get to your fluid evolution, baby.
Girl, you are on fire today. I love it. I love it.
It's so exciting. I'm like,
it's so exciting, you guys. And I personally am so proud of you. And just, we've been friends for quite some time. So I've seen
a few years now.
Yeah, I'm just really proud of, can't wait for this birth.
I am so excited. I'm literally in labor right now.
I know. You guys just I feel it. I feel it coming on.
We're feeling the pains. And then it's going to be live, and I'm very excited about it. Aqueous Scottsdale, I mean, we're going to be having this spot in Scottsdale, so there will be an official brick and mortar. Yes. But for right now, I'm doing kind of pop-ups in terms of facials, and I think everyone knows this. Facials are kind of like a must in terms of your skincare and taking your skincare to a next level. So while the spa is like under construction and it's like, she's going through her fluid evolution, I will be doing pop-ups in multiple cities where my patients are primarily at. So we are actually having our first pop-up in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, that's where I live, people.
And that's where she lives, people. So I'm very excited about it because it's not just going to be a pop-up for facials, but we're also going to be hosting a skin and scent event, the art of layering. Oh! And that is going to be really fun. And Abby's going to be our special VIP, my little guest / VIP co-host situation happening here.
I'm excited because we feel like we know each other, but we actually haven't met in person, but we're
about to.
Yeah. So this is like,
I know, it really is so exciting.
I'm so excited. So but it's not just going to be in Portland. I'm just,
yes. I mean, that's just our first location, but I feel like we're going to start. Obviously, I was based out of Atlanta for some time. So Atlanta, we're definitely coming back for my ATL peeps. Yay. And, we're going to be doing Atlanta, Miami, New York, DC, Colorado is happening too. So it's going to be exciting. We're planning, and obviously not everything can be crammed in 2022, but as time goes on, we're going to be popping up and sharing this beautiful Aqueous, at-home experience with you guys, so that way every single person gets in. I have so many amazing patients that are based out of so many incredible cities, and I love traveling. So I'm really excited to be able to, go over and deliver the celebrity level treatment without having the celebrity level price tag or exclusivity. And it's awesome because really, truly, I really believe in the power of like transferring energies in the facial. And I think, you can have a solid skincare routine, but having an epic facial just takes it to the next level. So being able to not only feel my patient's skin and see it, it's not only going to make me, really round out my recommendations for you, but it's going to make this experience even better because hello, like who wouldn't want a facial from your esthetician? Like what?
I mean, hello.
Like,
Oh, are you coming to Seattle or MK? You might have to come see us in Portland.
yeah. I mean, I can come to Seattle too. I'm not mind that, but like for right now, it's not on the docket, but it will be in the future.
Okay, good. Because
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
3 hours away.
Yeah, I mean, like, might as well just come over.
She's
But I'm like, ooh. But I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be fun. And our event is gonna be essentially, especially as we transition into fall time, we are going to be talking about the art of layering when it comes to candles, like layering candles and burning a few at the same time to really take your candle experience to the next level. Doing this with skincare, especially with Biologique Recherche, like serums, masks, even cleansers, and like mixing and matching and layering that, I think is so beautiful. And I think it's also an art. There's an art to it, and making sure we get it successfully and what works, what doesn't, is going to be very amazing to kind of delve into and almost help master and at least help you understand. And then of course, layering perfumes. And me and Abby, I know we're gonna go totally bonkers for this, but layering perfumes is like probably the hardest thing for a lot of people, because it's like, well, what do I layer? Is this going to even smell good? And I think, her and I have a great understanding.
We've had some
we've done some crazy layers.
Mistakes too. So
and so now we get to talk about that and create this epic event, so that way you end up leaving feeling absolutely amazing. And I'm partnering with one of my dear friends in Portland who has been an esthetician for like 20 plus years. Her name is Stacy Sitko of Sitko Skin in Portland. And it's amazing because she's hosting me and, being such an incredible little human being and allowing me to come into her space and like do facials, which is epic. But also, like, it's just about, and like I've talked to Abby too, it's like, I mean, we've said this earlier, it's about cultivating this amazing community too. So it's about empowering each other and everyone in business, especially as Biologique estheticians. We're a small little circle, but like we have to empower one another and like uplift one another so that we are each in our own pedestal and we are shining bright. And I think that is what makes this so fun, is that I'm partnering with someone who's all about that. And obviously for Portland, this is great too, because there's so many incredible spas within Portland. And I know Abby, like with Luxe Atelier, I think there's another med spa that's just opened. So it's just awesome to connect it and like see these cities like start to have Biologique Recherche spas. I think it's so
excited about
it's like it's amazing. So
I guess like Portland's a real city.
It's like, we're big, guys. We're like New York.
We got it.
We got it. So I think it's fantastic, and I love to see it, and it makes me happy. So I feel like this collaboration is just going to be so much more fun. It's going to take this to another level, and it makes the Aqueous experience not so just rooted in the city. It kind of makes it national, just like I have been for majority of my career. So it has been, it's something really, really, really fun. And I'm really excited to share this deliciousness with everyone and share the
I'm so excited. I'm dying. You got to book a ticket today.
Yes. I mean, listen, on my website, there will be a ton more information about the pop-ups and like every city that we plan on going to, what's live and what's up and coming. Of course, I'll keep this like sharing this potential thing like on social media. But because it's ever changing. But I think for now this is very exciting, and it's very makes you feel alive a little bit. It's like, oh my god, we have something fun to look forward to.
I know. I mean,
that's a lot of
happening, people.
It is
excited.
It's very exciting, and I think it is one of those things that it's exciting to see this baby of mine come to life, and especially with her launch being on Friday, it's very surreal. It does not feel real to me, because it's like something that has been I've been safekeeping for so long, and it's like, oh my gosh, she's about to be released. And it is very exciting, and I hope everyone loves it as much as I do.
We're gonna love it. Like, I have no doubt.
I hope so. I really am praying. My team is fantastic, and we've worked so hard in making this happen. And there's some amazing brands that I have not even shared on my Instagram yet that I'm carrying, and you know, I can't wait for everyone to start exploring it. I mean, I can talk about it now, but
Yeah.
oh
Let's
yes,
get a little sneak peek.
I know we're getting a little sneak peek. I will be in Portland at the end of September, so
Yes.
we're thinking the
Okay, you can
24th
come
weekend.
home. Which one is it?
24th weekend, the weekend of the 24th. So it's like the last weekend of September.
Look at, I'm like, okay, oof. You have to come the next weekend.
You're like,
I'm like, okay, we'll talk later.
about it. We'll talk about it. But we'll talk about some perfume brands.
Yes.
Let's talk some fragrance. Obviously, you guys know Biologique Recherche is a must. Deviant skincare I carry, and you know that's for, you know, people who enjoy that realm. It's like either gonna work for you or it doesn't, but I freaking love it, and I think it's amazing. And obviously, BR is BR. We love BR.
Wow.
And Abby's got her collection ready. So I'm talking about let's talk. Should we do candles first or perfumes?
What do you want to do? This is your platform, baby. Go for it.
Let's do candles first.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're starting with our step one, which is candles. Like Aqueous is, we have 3 tenets and we have 3 steps to your self-love ritual. And first step is lighting your candle. So let's light our candle. I carry about 3 different brands. One is Fifth, which is based out of LA.
Oh.
And they are absolutely spectacular because they perform incredibly. They're at a pretty decent price point, and they truly fill up your home. It's a beast.
It's a beast.
And, I mean, they smell, each of them smells incredible. So I carry some of my favorites from the range, and they're awesome. The one that I'm most excited about is actually everyone's known about Fifth because I've been talking about them for years, but this one is from Sweden. And I'm one of the few retailers in America to carry it. It's called Amolin.
Ooh.
Or like, I think the Swedish way of saying it is like Amolin. I think that's what it is because I don't know how to pronounce, but it's very cute. And Cassette is my personal favorite because I love a fig candle. We love a fig moment.
Yeah, we do.
And what I love about this one is that she is not only absolutely beautiful.
Oh my gosh,
but the wax is baby blue.
I love the baby blue.
I know, and this is an aqueous blue, so it only feels right. Ooh. And it really truly is probably one of the most spectacular candle experiences I've ever experienced in my life from start to finish, like from the unboxing to the lighting to the burning. And I think this really is like,
I want it.
This already has,
and I smell it through the
it literally is like a fig powdery cloudy dream.
Oh, like right up my alley.
Really up your alley. This is probably my favorite from the entire range. Oh. And it smells amazing. And it's like one of those that, like, you know, you can keep, you know, on your bedside, or you can keep it in your kitchen, and it performs well in every area of your home.
Who else wants that one besides me? I love blue.
We love blue. And they have so many incredible scents, and they've just released 4 more scents that are on their way from Sweden to here. So very excited to be bringing that on board. I like to call Aqueous, she's almost like an international baddie because we carry so many brands from other countries. And like, it's kind of cool because Biologique is French, Deviant is from the UK, Amolin is from Sweden, Fifth and another candle company I'm carrying called Dev Candle Co. They're both based out of LA. So we're honoring the West Coast. And then obviously all our perfume brands are primarily French, except for Miss Goldfield and Banks here. Australia. And I love her. Oh my God. I think this is probably my favorite perfume of the moment.
Oh,
Silky Woods.
That is so, look how stunning. Yes, I have, and I love it. That's why I was saying I'm kind of surprised because I've smelled so many and love them, but I've never pulled the trigger, and I'm not sure. You know how you just, you know.
You're like, why? I mean, I think Mandy told me this too, that she felt the same way. That
like was
so close to buying it, and she for some reason just didn't. And what I love about Goldfield and Banks is that I've loved every single one of their
Yeah.
scents.
That's what I was saying. Like every one that I have sampled, I've been like, oh, I really like
Wow.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't know why.
You just
So
don't tell
I
them.
guess I was just waiting for you to
You're
sell
waiting
it.
for Aqueous to send it to you.
I want the candle before so does Sharon.
Yeah.
So
You're like, please, I want that.
yeah,
And
no, I know. We're all like, ooh,
you're like, give it to me.
and I remember loving Silky Woods. Like I ran over to Few
Yeah.
Marie when you're here.
Mhm.
Like that's
But
like,
we have to go.
yeah, we're gonna go over there. But and I ran over. I was like, oh, I really like it. But then you'll see when we go, they let you just smell everything, and then you probably get a little distracted.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I want that, and that, and that, and that.
Yeah.
But what I love about Silky Woods is it's really what I love about Goldfield and Banks in general is that it really is an exceptional quality brand. And it works well for anyone who's a little scared to enter into the niche world. Some of their scents, like they have, so Silky Woods, she's kind of a beast, okay? She's like, kind of like, she's an oud, like gourmand.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. It really is so beautiful. But
and the dry down of it is like spectacular. Don't you?
It's like so bougie, and I love her. Like, it's like me in a bottle.
I love it. I thought this was the cutest because I was like, "Ooh, she's bougie." I
love her, and I love a bougie biddy, and that's a bougie biddy right there. But you know, for the person who doesn't want to be, you know, that bold, you know, these two are fantastic. Bohemian Lime is I don't love citrus. I really don't, but they've nailed their citrus.
Yeah, it's
and
not.
Same with BDK's new release, Villa Neroli.
Oh, we were hoping that we were going to bring this up.
Yes, I mean an exceptional citrusy gourmandy moment, and it's just hey,
you guys, I wish
it matches my scarf today.
Spray on this, and I love this one.
It really is exceptional. I think it's a very, very, very well done scent.
Yeah,
and both of these are as well. So Sunset Hour is a little bit more fruity, fresh, tropical. Floral a little bit, but this one is just a lime done well. And it's like my husband wears, what's great about Goldfield and Banks is that I'm really like, it's great for all, it's completely unisex, but when my husband wears this, it smells like, I literally could not stop smelling him yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you smell really good. And he was just like, thanks, it's just Bohemian Lime, you know? And I'm like, oh.
I love him.
Oh my God.
And like, you're right, there's not really out of the entire line, they're all good. Like, and maybe that's it. It's like, maybe that's because you're like, oh, well, which one am I gonna, the overwhelm? But
which one do you
consult? I'm sure you'll know. Which one do I need, sweetie? Okay, that's what I need to, okay.
Silky Wood. I mean, honestly, I think you would love it, and especially as we transition into fall and it starts to get colder, Silky Wood is like beautiful for that. Or for like, I mean, we love beastie scents. So I feel like, and I know you just got that new Whittian, but Sunset Hour is very beautiful because it's almost like
Sunset Hour. I like ran over there. I loved it, and it was still sort of a damp and cold here, and I was like, oh, I'm not quite ready for
there
that.
yet.
It made me feel like sunshine and warmth, and
it's like a lighter version of Ujan intense. You know, like for the person who doesn't want to be like this too Ujani. Yes, and I carry Fragrance Du Bois as well. We love Fragrance Du Bois, but you know, sometimes Ujan's a bit intense for people, so this is like that perfect little walking into it.
This one makes me laugh. It is too intense. I think maybe that's what I love about it.
It's
like, hello.
I literally was wearing the crap out of that in Cabo. And literally, I had taxi drivers, like Uber drivers saying, like, you smell so rich.
Yes.
And I said, thank you so much, because yes, that is the best compliment to give me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate
you
that.
have to like, I know someone on here wanted to talk because I am in love with this one. And this one is special because I waited for little Bisma to sell this.
And I was so honored.
I'm gonna have a little, I actually like neroli because you said
Me
you
too.
not necessarily
Yeah,
are
not
you
necessarily. I'm not like a huge fan of it. I like bergamot, like, and I like, that type of citrus moment, but
yeah.
neroli and like true like lime, lemon, that type, I just don't love it. I'm not a citrus girl. And it's funny because when our amazing Josie from
Yes.
my distributor from Kindle Sense, like she was like, Bisma, you should try her. And I was like, okay, so I tried it and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
we love her. I was like, adding her on, love that.
I feel like this is a vanilla scent. I
I
don't
do
think
too. And so
I
that's
mean,
why I
like,
said it's
I
almost like a
think
vanilla creamsicle.
yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. We like the vanilla,
Mm-hmm. And
and
I
I
think that's what makes it so approachable for someone who doesn't love like a stark, clean citrus. It's like a gourmand, cozy, like warm, inviting, crisp scent.
and this is a compliment getter too. This is one of those where but I think it's just because you feel good in it. It's one of those
Mm-hmm.
you feel good and you just makes you confident. So I
Yes.
sometimes feel like it is the perfume, but it's also the way that you're carrying yourself in the perfume. So,
And I think it layers very well too.
yes,
And I think that's what's lovely about it is that, like, my favorite layering piece is Manoia Demi from Fragrance Dupont. I
I,
think you agree with me. I think
I
honestly, Demi hit it out of the park. I carry this also.
this is my fave.
Honestly, she's a baller.
She is
Like in and of like on her own, she's amazing. But
she's
oh
also like gorgeous, but like such a nice person. So that it
yes,
just sort of like besides being
makes
a
it better.
baller, like then you're just like, and you're like really nice person. Like she's even DM'd me, and I was like,
She
oh,
has. And I literally was like, oh my god, Demi DM'd her.
but this one, I feel like everybody, if you're gourmand lover, you've got to have this one. And I
I
just,
honestly even feel like for people who aren't even gourmand
yeah,
lovers, I have found that most people, a lot of my patients end up really loving this. This is probably my easiest like one for people to fall in love with
yeah,
because it's the perfect mix of like being a little spicy, being a little gourmand without being sweet, while also being bold, while also being intimate. Like it's a little bit of everything, and I think she's really hit the nail on the park here because I don't think there's anything like it. Like
no,
there's things that are similar, but I don't think there's anything like it. And I mean, like for example, I've been layering these two and it's like the most epic combination. It's like so beautiful. So I
okay.
am
I want the candle in a silky, please.
you got it. You got it. And
Before
I mean it's
anybody else gets it.
and they're
Oh,
like, just give it to me. And
yeah,
I think that
Donna,
it's very
I
beautiful. And I'm
Donna
so happy Donna's getting her Demi on Monday because I mean she just got it. So like how epic is that?
and she's obsessed just like we all have been, especially when you first get it, you're just like, "Oh my gosh." Like, I mean, it doesn't wear off, but you literally when you first get it, you're like, "This is nirvana here."
Yeah.
So,
It is like Nirvana. And I think I mean, and I will say this for a lot of people too, like on my the Daily Skin Formative Instagram, like I'll be sharing things that I carry, but I'm also going to be sharing things that I don't carry because again, I don't plan on carrying everything in the world. There's
and we're
specialized.
still junkies and she still
Yes.
has to play with me.
Yes,
So,
they do. And I'm like, should I get this? Like, it just, I love perfume and I love candles. So I'm not going to carry everything that I love. It's just a fact. But, on Aqueous Scottsdale's, where we'll, like, on that Instagram is where we'll only talk about things that we carry. Because I think, each brand has its history and its beautiful love. And I think that, especially with, like, understanding the difference between Gris Charnel, like straight and regular Gris Charnel, like, oh my gosh. Like
um,
little things like that.
let's have a moment here with these
Yes.
because I just had a renewed moment with my son. We were in San
Mhm.
Francisco and we went to ZGO and the gentleman actually, I love this one
Me
but
too.
he recommended it to my son who is a Chanel Bleu man, just to put it in context, like fresh, woody
Mm-hmm.
guy. Um, and my son actually picked this one out of the lineup and I was really surprised. And when they were talking about it, someone wrote me and said, you know what? It actually on her were sort of cool. Like everybody describes it as a warm perfume, but that it had this kind of cool, fresh element to it. And when I first got this, I thought of it as I got it when it was cold and a cashmere sweater and cozy and just a cup of tea, like that kind of feeling. But now when I smell the original, when within that context, it did have this kind of cooler element to it. I don't know if it's the power of suggestion.
100%. I mean, I
Yeah,
honestly feel like it's like other people influence the way you use it.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
really, I mean, and that's why, like, even for me, like, I don't really care. I mean, I love to hear other people's opinions, but like, I feel like sometimes it's like making your own opinion and then seeing it based on another person's perspective and how you can pick up and find other notes that,
yeah.
were not seen the first time. And I think that's what makes this perfume so dynamic because it can be cool and
Mhm.
crisp and warm, but it can also be cozy, like on a Sunday where you just want to be curled up and snuggly. And in the winter, it's going to be different. In the fall, it's going to be different. So I feel like that is the power of the mind. Like you're looking for something different, but it also shows how complex these scents are.
Well,
Like,
I haven't. That's like you sent me the extrait.
mhm.
Because I was like, "Oh, but I have this," and I was like, "Do I need it?" And
But
then
like I will say this is typically I don't like it when they make other versions of a flanker. Like and Gris Charnel Original, which is what Abby's holding right now, is truly an exceptional,
yeah.
exceptional scent. Like in and of itself, it's probably my top seller when it comes to perfumes. Like it's just it is such a stunning scent and it smells different on every person. Like so on Emmett, it's gonna probably still come off with a Chanel Bleu vibe.
I
But
did, yes.
like, for us, it may come off as more soft and warm and a little sweeter. And I think
Yes.
that's what makes it beautiful. But Gris Charnel Extrait, I think they really hit the nail out of the park with this one. Because at first, me and Abby were a little bit of haters. Like we were definitely a hater. Like I was definitely a hater.
Well,
Okay.
we should put this out there. We tend to not want the masculine. Like we
Yes.
are, like I would
We're
say
like
we're
more feminine
girly,
leaning.
feminine through and
Mm-hmm.
through. Would you say?
Yeah, 100%.
And
Like
so
we're
when
like unisex to like feminine leaning.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And so when we're like, "Oh, I don't know if that was a little too masculine
For me.
leaning."
Yep.
And now you're like, "Man,
I'm
I
like, okay, listen. So like I smelled it. I had when it first came out, I like talked to a couple of people who already carry it and some of my other like sales associate friends of mine that are like work in the perfume industry and they were like, it's very masculine. And I was like, I don't want to smell masculine. Like I just not some things, yes. Like I can see silky wood being like
yeah,
unisex. But this one, she was like, no, she's like manly. And I'm like, don't want that. So, like, even when I smelt it on a test strip, I was like, I don't get it. Like, I'm
yeah."
not in love with it. But truly, this one, you have to put it on to experience it. And it's
How
a lot
much? How
more,
much do I need?
it's like,
Okay.
like you're putting it all
Okay,
over
do
your
the
cloud.
full Monty.
But it is like you get like it's a very cardamom forward, unlike
Yes,
Gris
love.
Charnel Original, and we love cardamom. So
Yeah.
I don't think this is like a summer. I wouldn't personally wear this in the summer. Like I think it is with thinking about humid, hot Texas. Okay, it
Yeah.
is a bit too hot and humid for it, and it's not. There's nothing wrong with it, but especially when it gets colder and
It's
crisper, I think it's gonna get even more sexier. And I love this, especially for evenings or like for your dark, seductive moments. Like the cardamom in here is really pronounced and it's very bold, and like the creaminess kind of goes away, and it's this like spiciness that comes forward. And I love that about it because it really does. You can layer the two Gris Charnels together and get this epic layering concept, but you're like, give me more ideas. But I think Gris Charnel Extrait is a lot more powerful, a lot more cardamom, a lot more spicier, whereas Gris Charnel Original is a little bit more creamier, a little bit more powderier, I would say, and a little
yeah.
bit more like they say it's almost like a chai latte-y, but I feel like it feels a little cozier, whereas this one feels a bit bolder. It's like bolder, definitely more cardamom in here.
So
Like
I
the
think
first thing I smell is cardamom.
I would say so. And if you want the bold, go for the X straight, like that cardamom heavy forward, like you said, spicier.
It is definitely spicier.
And I know I kind of feel like you might like the X straight, just knowing from
Some of
some
the
of
things
the
that she
things.
owns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you would like both, but I'm wondering, I kind of feel like you would want the BAM.
And I honestly feel like there's room, like original. Typically, I'm like, don't buy something if it's too similar. Me and Abby are like, I mean, we have things that are similar, but you know, we tell people don't do it. I mean, don't be
Yeah,
like us. But like
yeah.
Grease Chanel
We
like
tell
straight.
people we are
Yes,
serious.
yes.
This is yeah, we don't
We're obsessed, you know.
yeah,
But Grease Chanel like straight and Grease Chanel original, they both have a place in, you know, in your collection, and they're
yeah,
just for different vibes. Like I kind of think of it like Grease Chanel original is your daytime, and this is your nighttime, you know.
yeah.
Or like this is your winter and Grease Chanel is your summer. But like to be honest, it's like it's great for all. Both of them are great for all seasons, especially the original. This one I personally wouldn't wear because I live in a humid, hot climate, and you know it's just a bit much, you know, in the humid environment.
It is. Yes, I do know.
But it definitely is very sexy. And this one I can see men loving a little bit more. And the reason is because it doesn't have that like powdery sweetness to it. It feels a bit more like stark and spiced. So it's like almost like crisp lines are being, you know, it's like very like distinct. And I think the packaging on it, it's done very well. It's for that, you know, head to toe black baddie, like wearing a leather jacket, like, you know, it's like very
like you can almost smell the leather bag.
Yeah, you really can. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is perfect. But I mean, I wear it, and I'm not a leather jacket baddie.
No.
But we love her. So it's very exciting creating and curating and adding to the collections. Like I typically only carry what I've tested and I love, and I feel like, you know, performs very well, because I think to me performance is everything. That is why you're spending this money on a candle, why you're spending money on skincare and spending money on perfume, is that you want it to perform. This investment has to be worth it. Right. And to me, I think these additions and what I've curated so far in our journey has been works of art that I think both me and Abby both love and enjoy. So it's gonna be, it's a lot of fun. Aqueous it's really exciting to see this, you know, come out on Aqueous, and then God willing, you know, it's gonna be even more beautiful on Friday when we get to see and experience the website and, you know, just have fun. And I want this to be, you know, not just you hop on and, you know, buy. I really want it to be an experience. And I guess also another disclaimer is that most of the brands I carry don't allow a discount. So we honor and respect that, especially like thinking about Biologique. Avalon doesn't discount, some of the other brands. And so it is awesome because I want it to just be something that you don't feel like you're missing out on. Like I think sometimes when you discount, it's like, oh my God, I feel like I'm missing out. I have to buy it. And it creates like almost like a little bit of stress. Like I get a little stressed out. I mean, I love me a discount, but I get stressed out, and I don't want the Aqueous experience.
I'll be like, oh my gosh, there's a sale. What should I get? You know,
you're like, oh my God, what do I get? And like literally that's what happens. It's like, what do I get? What do I get? And I don't want, like, Aqueous is not that. Like, and if you want that, there's great other retailers that will discount the crap out of it and like make it blah blah blah. But this is more just about hopping on and like honoring yourself, respecting yourself, and the artist who's created all of this. Like each one is created with intention, with love, with purpose, with artistic, you know, creativity behind it. And I think that it is going to be so much fun. And that's not to say that we won't have like promotions and deals. We definitely will. Like our Aqueous promotion for launch is going to be really amazing. I guess I can give a little sneak peek.
We're like, what?
You're like, what is it? So we are going to be with I haven't decided the order minimum, but like, you know, with every order over X amount, they get the Aqueous at home ritual, which is a Biologique Recherche mask pigum and some incredible BDK perfumes and some amazing Biologique Recherche masks, like mini versions of them. So it is kind of like a little sachet, but it allows you to cultivate that at-home Aqueous experience. And then, you know, as there's some other special things, but that one's the one I'm most excited about.
I was like, okay, now that was a good little teaser to
So it's really exciting because mass pigum is very pricey. Like one mask I think is right around like $40 or $60, I think, but
It's
it is
the
not so
bomb.com. Like
it
that's
is
the one that you, but
like
I think I got 2 wears out of it because you said
it's
because
so
it's
much juice.
sticky. And I tried Biomagic mask today.
I love
I do not know why you guys that I haven't. I think I always thought it was not for my skin type, but
no, but
whoa.
it's like a super lifter. They call it the quick lift. Like it's
I
the
mean, I was
best
like,
part.
you guys, this is, I'm just saying, I don't know why I have like a lot of the masks, but for some reason I have skipped over this Biomagic, but then I heard it was red carpet ready, which hello, we're launching. And I was like, whoa, 15 minutes to
Yeah,
firmness and
it really is
clarity.
15 minutes to fabulous.
Yeah, I was kind of blown away. So now I'm a believer. So, anyways, I'll
And
just
mix it with Mask VIPO2, and it's like even better.
okay, I will. I
Because
just
you do lean a little like on the dry side, so sometimes Biomagic can feel it doesn't make you feel dry at all, but like if you leave it on accidentally a little too long, it will definitely make you feel like
I
so mixing it with Mask VIPO2 almost like cuts that, but you still get the benefit of both.
I just it's a new thing. I have new discovery on my side. So
See,
but
we're always finding new things.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
You guys, I am so proud of you and you just like really like I don't know about you guys, but it's like an hour worth of like positive energy that I feel like I have little goosebumps and I can't wait to no, I'm serious. You're
Thank
just
you.
a little gem and delight, but I'm so proud of you and I can't wait for this. I mean, I've only got little snippets from behind the scenes, guys, but it is amazing.
I'm really excited. I really,
She has
really
been working. You will see all of her hard work come to fruition, and it's you know I know that we're just friends, but I have a little bit of a maternal mama. You are young.
it's
You
okay.
could
You
be
can be
my
maternal
daughter.
for me. It's fine.
Yes, I do feel like a like you know this is such a
She has
moment.
motherly love for me.
I yeah, exactly. So, I'm just really proud and I can't it's just very exciting to see this like next chapter and
Thank
how
you.
you have just like out there. So, Friday, is there a specific time?
Honestly, there isn't a specific time. I just have realized that we'll just open it and I'll announce it. And I think
Okay.
what I'll do for my email subscribers, we'll open it like an hour prior to anyone else. So for whoever wants to go on and get that exclusive, you'll get an email if you're an email subscriber, and you can subscribe through aqsscottsdale.com, which is in my bio for my Instagram, the Daily Skinformative,
Yeah.
and aqs.scottsdale. And Abby, I'll send that to you too, so you can just kind of link it.
Are you guys below? I will link that. I
Yeah.
don't know if I have that down there already.
I can put it down there if you want. I can
um,
type it up real quick.
but yeah, we want to leave all that. I might have put it in the description box
Yeah.
already, but like put it
Okay.
if you do, go ahead, put that. We
Yeah.
just want to
I
be
went ahead and put it at aqsscottsdale.com,
good.
and you can become an email subscriber, and we will get like just allow you to have a little bit more of like an exclusive early access to experience the launch and experience the site without having too many people all of a sudden get on. But I'm very excited to share this, and I'm excited. And I will say that none of none of Aqueous is like establishment, none of it is obviously there's a lot of hard work that goes into it from our end, but none of this would be possible had it not been for Abby and Abby's
Oh,
support of me, and for allowing me and welcoming me not only on her channel, like with our many lives that we've done over the years, but you guys and all of the amazing subscribers of hers and the lovers of Abby have become quickly part of my tribe. And I'm very, very, very grateful, and I'm very honored
oh,
to have that and to be in this position today, because Abby is so instrumental to that. And had it not been for her belief and love and support for me, it would, we wouldn't be here
always.
today.
I know, but it was
It was a fast
kindred
love for each other.
it was a love fest upon I'm so thrilled and honored. And so anyways, but thank you. That was very
Yes.
sweet.
I
But
mean, really, truly, Abby is amazing. I mean, she's very genuine, and that's what you see is what you get with her. And I think that's why we are, you know,
I
we have
love
been
our
friends for so
I
long.
love our community, so I feel like I'm
Me
seeing
too.
all these names. So it's the I feel very lucky. So I just love you guys so much, and
Me
I know
too.
so. Oh, you guys, obviously more to come, and we will share it on both. Go watch everything, sign up for newsletter,
Yes.
Instagram, and then I will be re-sharing on my end.
Resharing. Yep.
Everybody will know.
And we're gonna shout it from the rooftop.
And then we'll of course do another live and
Yes.
we'll as things
We'll do something for fall. Like we'll do something
Yeah.
like we can even do for the people who aren't able to attend in Portland,
Yes.
whenever we decide that we can finally, we can do something virtually where me and Abby can almost like collaborate. I think that'd be something really fun where we do it like with just a mini version, like of doing it with skin scent and candles, or just focusing on one at a time and just doing, because we talk about perfumes forever. So we can just make, the perfume one separate. Like we can do each one separate and just talk about each one.
Yeah.
So whoever's interested in whichever, because some people aren't interested in all three. And so that's why we have 3 chapters.
I love it. Oh, okay. You guys are fabulous. I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon and we love you. And thank you for coming on.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Okay, guys, we'll see you in a bit.
All right. Bye.
Bye.